Biology, exam target special paper 3, paper discussion. Let's start with the MCQ part. Question number 1. In the order and organizational levels of living matter, in which level plant leaf can be replaced? Plant leaf. Now, if we take a plant, right, it's the organism, and it is made up of two main systems, shoot system and the root system, right? Now, if we take a plant leaf, it is an organ, right? Plant leaves, branches, stem, fruits, roots, they get together and form the shoot system. And roots, they form the root system. Now here, plant leaf, it is an organ. For the first question, the answer should be second answer. Then question number 2 contains only branched polysaccharide. Now, if we take polysaccharide, we can divide them based on their architecture as linear forms and branched form. Linear form example, cellulose, amylose, then inulin, right? And branched polysaccharide, glycogen, amylopeptine, then hemicellulose. So according to this question, they have given in the third answer, hemicellulose, amylopectin, and glycogen. So the answer should be third answer. Question number 3. Which of the following statement is correct regarding microscope? In your syllabus, you have to learn about light microscope and electron microscope. Right? What is the principle behind the light microscope? In the light microscope, first, light from the object passes first through the objective lens, right, and forms a magnified image. Then that magnified image acts as the object for the second lens. What is the second lens? That is the eyepiece, right? So eyepiece further magnify that image, right? Now in the first answer they have given, in light microscope, visible light first penetrate the objective and then through the specimen. No. First, visible light penetrate the specimen or the object and then pass through the objective lens. So we can't take first answer. Question, answer number 2. In electron microscope, light rays are projected through a vacuum. Right? Yes, vacuum is correct. Here in the electron microscope, they are using vacuum. That's why we can observe only non-living specimens. But light rays, no, not light rays. A beam of electron is focused through the specimen in the electron microscope. A beam of electrons. So that's why the second answer is incorrect. Third one, scanning electron microscope is used to study the detailed structure of the cell. No, scanning electron microscope, it is ideal to observe the surface view, right? Surface view, three-dimensional appearance of the specimen. So from that, we can't study the detailed structure of those cells. So that answer is also incorrect. Look at the fifth answer. Transmission electron microscope is used to study the detailed structure of living specimen. Yes, we can use transmission electron microscope to study the detailed structures of cells, but living. Now, you know, in the electron microscope, they use, now here we have to keep the specimen in a vacuum. So, here we can't use living specimen. Only non-living specimens can be observed using transmission electron microscope. So fifth answer is also incorrect. Now fourth one, magnification and resolving power are the important parameters of the microscope. Yes, that is correct. They are the two parameters, right? Resolution power and magnification are the important parameters which can be seen in a microscope. So for the third question, the answer should be fourth answer. Right. Fourth question, what is true about benign tumors? Right? Tumor. Benign tumor, benign tumor means if that lump or that abnormal cells, they remain at their original site, it is called a benign tumor. Right? These benign tumors, they can be removed completely by a surgery. right? We do not consider benign tumors as cancers. Now here, look at the given answers. First one, spread distance from the original site. No. Benign tumors, they remain in the original site. Become invasive and attacks one or more organs. No. Can be completely removed by a surgery. Yes. Multiplication can create a new tumor. No. Attacks one or more organs. So the answer should be third answer. For the fourth question, answer should be third answer. Question number 5. Select the correct statement regarding cell junctions. Right? What are cell junctions? Cell junctions are, right, in the resource book, they have given the definition like this. Cell junctions are structures at which neighboring plasma membranes are joined. Plasma membranes, right? Not the cell wall. Plasma membranes are joined. Also, they interact and communicate via direct physical contact. It connects the internal chemical environment of adjacent cells. And cell junctions are structures at which cytoplasm of adjoining cells are joined. Right? Cell wall එක join වෙනවා කියන කොහෙවත් අපේ textbook එකේ දීලා නැහැ. Now look at the answers given here. Tight junctions prevent leakage of substances. Now there are 3 examples for junctions, cell junction. Tight junctions, gap junctions, and anchor junctions. Now here these gap junctions prevent leakages of substances. No. Tight junctions, tight junctions prevent leakage of substances. Look at the second one. Cell wall of adjoining cells are joined in the cell junction. No, not the cell wall, right? That's what I explained. Cell walls, not the cell walls. Adjoining cytoplasms or plasma membranes are joined by cell junction. Third one, plasmodesmata found in some animal cells. Plasmodesmata are found in plant cells, not in animal cells, right? They are also kind of cell junction. Plasmodesmata, they are found in plant cells, not in the animal cells, right? What are plasmodesmata? They are microscopic channels which run through the plant cell wall. Then anchor junctions allow the exchange of material. Anchor junction, also called desmosome. Desmosome කියලා කියනවා. They mechanically attach the cytoskeleton of adjacent cell, right? Cytoskeleton. So these are found in muscle tissue, right? They don't involve in exchange of material. Exchange of material, that is done by gap junction or communicating junction, which can be found in the heart, muscle, and animal embryo. Then what is the function of tight junction? Tight junction, they connect the plasma membrane of adjacent cell tightly bound by specific protein, forming continuous seal around the cell. And they prevent the leakage of extracellular fluid through the intercellular spaces. So these tight junctions, they are found in the skin epithelium. So for the fifth answer, the answer should be first answer. Question number 6. Select the correct statement. Select the correct statement regarding enzymes. Right. Now, what are enzymes? Enzyme is a macromolecule, right? It acts as a biological catalyst and they produced in living cells. Now, here they have given the active only in living cells. No, it is not correct. Right? It's not correct. They are produced in living cells, not active in living cells. Then, the optimum temperature for enzyme activation of bacteria in hot spring is around 50 degrees Celsius. Now, in the resource book, they have given 70 degrees Celsius, not 50 degrees Celsius. හරිද? දැන් මේ MCQ ඔක්කොම එකින් එක discuss කරනනේ මේවා විවරණ ලියන්න. Right? Even though you have only 40 days left for the exam, please write reviews. You have to review all these answers. Now, if we take a MCQ paper, there are 50 questions. Right? How many answers they have given? Right? 50 into 5, 250. You are making, right? You are writing reviews for 250 answers means you are learning new 250 points from each paper. එහෙනම් මේ discussion එක බලලා මේකේ විවරණ ලියන්න, රිවිව් එකක් ලියන්න. ඇයි මේක හරියන්නේ? ඇයි මේක වරදින්නේ? කොතන පොයින්ට් එකද වැරදි? ඒ හැම එකම රිවිව් කරන්න ඕනි. Right? Okay, Wazima? How is your marks? Marks ඔක්කොම email කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Marks කීයද? MCQ එක. Did you check that? No, I emailed that. Please check your email account quickly. බලන්න මට අපිට දීපු email address එක බලන්න. Okay. Now, third one. ATP act as an allosteric inhibitor and increase the catabolic rate. Here, now if we take ADP, allosteric regulation, ADP function as an allosteric activator. ADP. So it bind to the enzyme and stimulate the production of ATP by catabolism. මොකද කරන්නේ? ADP ඇවිල්ලා enzyme එකට බැඳිලා එයා ATP හදනවා. හැබැයි ATP production එක ඕනවට වඩා වැඩි වුණොත් නිකන් අර තියෙන enzymes ඔක්කොම නාස්ති වෙනවනේ අපේ ඇඟ ඇතුලේ. එතකොට මොකද කරන්නේ? මේ අපේ end product එක, ඒ කියන්නේ ATP අර enzyme එකටම ගිහිල්ලා inhibitor එකක් විදියට bind වෙනවා. inhibitor එකක් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? reaction එක නවත්තන කෙනෙක්. නේද? Okay, Wasim, I'll check your answer marks. I'll let you know. So here ATP, it acts as an allosteric inhibitor and increase the catabolic rate? No, it do not increase the catabolic rate, right? It stop that reaction. ඒ කියන්නේ ATP හදන catabolic reaction එක යා නවත්තනවා. ATP. Fourth one, most allosteric enzymes are made up of 2 or more subunits. Yes, right? Enzymes which are regulated by most allosteric regulation, they are made up of 2 or subunits, 2 or more subunits, right? Each subunit is composed of a polypeptide chain with its own active site. Then the optimum pH for trypsin is 2. No, for the trypsin, the optimum pH is 8. So for the sixth question, the answer should be fourth answer. Most allosteric enzymes are made up of 2 or more subunits. Question number 7. Correct statement regarding non-vascular plants. Right? Non-vascular plants, what are the phylums belong to non-vascular plants? They are called as bryophytes. Right? Tell me 3 phylums belongs to non-vascular plants. මොනවද? phylums 3ක් තියෙනවා. Wazima, can you remember? Phylum Hepatophyta. හරිද? මාක් ඇන් කිය තමයි එකට එන්නේ. Then phylum Anthocerophyta and phylum Bryophyta. They are non-vascular plants. Correct statement. They are sporophyte, completely depend on the gametophyte. Yes. Okay, that is correct. And sporophytes are bisexual. No, some club mosses show heterospory. Here, club mosses, here they are talking about the non-vascular plant. These club mosses, they are vascular plants, right? All are consists of tracheids for water conduction. No. There is only one female gametophyte developed into megasporangium in spike mosses. Spike mosses does not belong to non-vascular plant. So the answer should be first answer. Question number 8. The main reason for the low production of oxygen in the bundle sheath cells. දැන් අපි C4 plant එකක් ගත්තොත් ඒකේ තියෙනවා crank anatomy කියලා එකක්. මොකද්ද අර mesophiles ගිහිලා bundle sheet ටික cover කරගෙන අර මලක් වගේ structure එකක් හදාගෙන තියෙන්නේ නේද? They have given it, it's given in your resource book, right? Now here, in the bundle sheet, right, there is very low production of O2. ඇයි මේ? O2 හැදෙන එක අඩුයි. What is the reason? Because PS2 in the bundle sheet cells are depleted, right? So as a result, the oxygen production is very low. So the answer should be third answer. Question number 9. A feature that can be seen only in two specific domains. How many domains are there? What are the 3 domains? There are 3 domains. What are those 3 domains, Wazima? Domains tuna monawada? What are the 3 domains? Domain bacteria, archaea, and eukarya. Now, in the first answer, they have given formyl methionine is the initiator amino acid. Very good. Initiator amino acid for protein synthesis. This formyl methionine act as the initiator amino acid for protein synthesis only in domain bacteria. Right? Only in domain bacteria. For the domain archaea and eukarya, it's just methionine, not formyl methionine. Then question number 2, there is only one type of RNA polymerase. There is only one type of RNA polymerase. Now, if we take domain archaea and eukarya, they have several RNA polymerase. But bacteria, they have only one type of RNA polymerase. Question number 3. Antibiotics inhibit the growth. The growth of domain bacteria, I mean the organisms belong to domain bacteria, are inhibited by antibiotics. But domain archaea and domain eukarya, they are not inhibited by antibiotics. Many genes have introns, right? The presence of introns in many genes can be seen only in eukarya. Right, only in eukarya. Then presence of histone proteins associated with DNA, yes. That is common for archaea and eukarya. Answer number 5. Question number 10. Sinusoidal fungal filament can be seen in sinusoidal. Can you remember, like there are, now if we take fungal filaments, there are 2 types as septate and aseptate. සෙප්ටේට් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? මෙන්න මෙහෙම ෆංගල් ෆිලමන්ට් එක තියෙනවා. හරිද? මේක මේ විදිහේ ක්‍රොස් වෝල්ස් වලින් බෙදිලා තියෙන්නේ. හරිද? මේ ක්‍රොස් වෝල්ස් මැද මේ හෝල් එකකුත් තියෙනවා. aseptate or sinusoidal කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට එහෙම බෙදිලා නැහැ. ඒගොල්ලෝ ඔහේ continuous විදිහට තියෙනවා ෆිලමන්ට් මේ fungal hyphae. Right? They are called sinusoidal or aseptate. Now, you know there are 4 phylums of fungi. Chytridiomycota, Zygomycota, Ascomycota, and Basidiomycota. Now, if we take Chytridiomycota and Zygomycota, they have sinusoidal fungal filaments. Sinusoidal fungal filament. Right. Now, we'll check the answers given here. Mucor and penicillium. Now, for the Chytridiomycota examples, Chytridium. Right, Chytridium, it is an example for Chytridiomycota. Other than that, Allomyces. It has a Zygomycota example, tama Mucor and Rhizopus. They are zygomycotes. Now here, in the question number 3, they have given Chytridium and Rhizopus. Chytridium is belong to phylum Chytridiomycota and Rhizopus belong to phylum Zygomycota. So both contain sinusoidal fungal filament. So for the 10th question, answer should be third answer. Okay, right. 11th question. Which of the following can be found in both birds and reptiles? Constant body temperature. You know there are 2 words, ectothermic and endothermic. Now, ectothermic means cold-blooded. That means according to the external temperature, their body temperature is also vary. But in birds, they are endothermic or warm-blooded. That means with the changes in the external environment, their body temperature does not change. It's constant, right? So that constant body temperature feature is found in birds, but not in reptiles. Then 4-chambered heart, no. 4-chambered heart is present in birds, but not in reptiles. Keratinized scales, yes, that is a common feature. Lay eggs and incubate, no. Tail consists of vertebral bones. Yes, we can take both answers 3 and 5. Then question number 12. Correct statement regarding ground tissue system of the plant. You know, we can divide as meristematic. And meristematic means they are undifferentiated tissues. Now, if we take the, in a vascular plant, differentiated tissues can be divided into three groups as ground tissues, right? Ground tissues, then dermal tissue system and vascular tissue system. Now, ground tissue system, it fills the gap between the dermal tissue and the vascular tissue. හරිද? dermal tissue එකයි vascular tissue එකයි අතර මැද gap එක. දැන් මෙහෙම ගත්තොත් මේ වටේ තියෙන්නේ dermal tissue එක. හරිද? මේ මැද තියෙනවා vascular tissue එක. vascular tissue කියන්නේ මේක ඇතුලේ තියෙන්නේ මොනවද? xylem phloem. මේ දෙක අතර මේ gap එක තියෙන්නේ. මේ gap එක. හරිද? මෙන්න මේ gap එක fill කරන්නේ කවුද? මේ ground tissues වලින්. There are 3 types of ground tissues: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Right? Parenchyma, they are living at functional maturity and they don't have secondary cells. The function they perform, right, metabolic functions like synthesis of organic products like photosynthesis, right, and they retain the ability to divide and differentiate under suitable conditions like that. And down here, look at the answers given here. They are restricted only to the cortex region. No, not only the cortex region, right? Ground tissue ගත්තම cortex region එක කියන්නේ outer to vascular tissue. But they are found in the pith. මෙන්න මේ මැද තියෙන කොටසට අපි කියනවා pith එක කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ වටේ තියෙනවා vascular tissues. මැද තියෙන කොටසට pith එක කියනවා. මේ එළියේ කොටසට අපි cortex කියනවා. pith එකෙත් මේ කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා. cortex එකේ විතරක් නෙමෙයි. Then this tissue system consists of only primary cell wall. No, I told you there are 3 types of ground tissues: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Now, if we take sclerenchyma, they have secondary cell walls which are thickened by large amount of lignin. Then they are undifferentiated group of cells. No, undifferentiated groups වලට අපි මොනවද කියන්නේ? Meristems කියලා කිව්වේ. Apical meristem එකේ එහෙම තියෙන්නේ ඒවා. They consist of specialized cells which can be used in short distance transport. Yes, that is correct. So for the 12th question, the answer should be 5th answer. Can you understand? තේරෙනවද? Question number 30. In which portion cambium originated in roots during secondary growth? Right? During secondary growth in a dicot root, cambium is formed by the activity of pericycle. Answer should be first answer. එක කොහෙන්ද ඇවිත් අර plant form and function එකේ තියෙන්නේ. අන්න ඒ පාඩමෙන් තමයි ඔය ප්‍රශ්නේ අරන් තියෙන්නේ. Question number 14. The factors which affect the rate of transpiration in minimum account. Now, if we take transpiration, it is affected by several factors: light intensity, temperature, humidity, then amount of soil water, wind speed, like that. Now, increasing light intensity. When the light intensity increases, what happens? The rate of transpiration also increases. Then increasing temperature, greater the temperature, higher the rate of transpiration. Increasing wind speed, right? Windy condition increase the transpiration rate. Then increase the amount of usable soil water. Yes, that is also increase the rate of transpiration. Now here they are asking which factor the rate of transpiration minimum amount, right? Affect minimum. එහෙනම් කවුද? Increase in humidity, right? Here, decrease in humidity increase the rate of transpiration, not increase. So the answer should be third answer. Humidity එක අඩු වුණොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? Transpiration rate එක අඩු වෙනවා. Right. Question number 15. The responses which initiate by blue light photoreceptors are selectively. blue light photoreceptors ඒගොල්ලෝ මොනවද absorb කරන්නේ blue light phytochromes and blue light photoreceptors blue light photoreceptors ලගේ වැඩ තුනක් තියෙනවා phototrophism light induced opening of stomata slowing of hypocotyle elongation of the seedling when reaches the soil surface right so the answer should be second answer right now tell me how many marks you got out of 15 very good then correct statement regarding smooth muscles now you know there are three types of muscle tissue smooth cardiac and skeletal right all muscle tissues they contain actin and myosin right actin and myosin contain large amount of actin and myosin in their cytoplasm right they act as the main proteins that involved in muscle contraction now smooth muscles they are spindle shaped and uninucleated ne spindle shaped harida now here it doesn't consist of actin and myosin incorrect shows rhythmic contractions yes it shows rhythmic contractions made up of short cylindrical cells no they are spindle shaped esophagus of the human alimentary tract is only made up of them yesterday also we discussed about the esophagus now if we take the esophagus the uppermost region of the esophagus is consist of skeletal muscles and the rest of the esophagus is consist of smooth muscles those skeletal muscles they involve in swallowing and smooth muscles involve in peristalsis fifth one it has only parasympathetic nerve distribution no it has sympathetic nerve distribution also ඒ කියන්නේ අර rest and digest වෙලාවට ඔන්න හොඳට digest වෙනවා එහෙම ඊට පස්සේ sympathetic right fight or flight ඒ වෙලාවේදී තව විදිහක් ඒ දෙක මොකක්ද හින්දාද අර parasympathetic උයි sympathetic උයි nerves දෙකම මේකට මේ දෙකම මේකට attach වෙලා තියෙන හින්දා right so here the answer should be second answer right second answer question number 17 structure that is found in bulk feeders අපි bulk feeders ලා ගැන එදා කතා කරා animal form and function පාඩමේදී there are four types of feeding mechanism fluid feeders right then substrate feeders filter feeders and bulk feeders now humans mammals they belong to the group bulk feeders they have different adaptation for this feeding like they have jaws sharp teeth tentacles like that so here the answer should be fourth answer they have tentacles question number 18 select the incorrect statement in relation to connective tissue select the incorrect statement in relation to connective tissue. Connective tissue, or your blood, the connective tissues. They connect organs and tissue structurally and functionally. Yes, that sentence is given in the resource book directly. These are fibers and cells in large extracellular matrix. දැන් අපි blood ගත්තාම එයා specialized connective tissue එකක් කියලා කියනවා. සාමාන්‍ය connective tissue එක ගත්තාම එයාගේ matrix එක it is solid or semi-solid. But in blood, it is a liquid. That's why it is called a specialized connective tissue. Blood tissue is considered as a specific connective tissue, yes. Provide elasticity by elastic fibers in the tissue and reticulate fibers gives flexibility and strength. මේ extracellular matrix එකේ මොනවද තියෙන්නේ? මේකේ තියෙනවා fibers. Fibers වර්ග තුනක් තියෙනවා. එකක් තමයි elastic fibers, right? Then it has collagen fibers, right? And also it has reticulate fibers. These collagen fibers, they provide strength and flexibility. right? Strength and flexibility දෙන්නේ කවුද? Collagen, not reticulated. Reticulate fibers, they join connective tissue to adjacent tissues. And elastic fibers, they make the tissue elastic, right? Okay. Next one, heparin and histamine are secreted by the mast cells in the matrix, right? Matrix එකේ cells උත් තියෙනවා, fibers උත් තියෙනවා. එතකොට එක cells ජාතියක් තමයි mast cells. ඒවා මොනවද secrete කරන්නේ? Heparin and histamine. Right. Next one, now here for the 18th question, therefore the answer should be fourth answer, that is the incorrect statement. Which of the following is not an enzyme present in pancreatic juice, right? Now, aminopeptides, they are not present in pancreatic juice, right? They are secreted by the intestinal wall, okay? So the answer should be third answer. The elements which contribute in an acid-base water balance and act as cofactors. Now, potassium chloride, potassium and sodium, they involve in acid-base balance as well as water balance. And magnesium and iron, they act as enzyme cofactors. So the answer should be second answer. Right. Question number 21. Which of the following is not a cause for hypertension? Right. There are several risk factors of hypertension. Obesity, excessive salt, consumption of high amount of salt, then high amount of alcohol, sedentary life cycle, diabetes mellitus. Those are the effects of hypertension. Okay, and there was an essay question about hypertension in the exam target special paper 2. 2 or 1? 1. Yeah, sorry, 1. Answer 1, right? For this question, the answer should be first answer. Then, select the correct statement. Now, before that, 22, select the correct pair. Leaf lung or book lungs found in scorpion or shrimps. Tracheal system found in insects, not in spiders. In spiders, they have book lungs. Then gills, marine annelids, and flatworms. Gills තියෙන කාටද? ඒක external internal කියලා බෙදෙනවා. Gills තියෙනවා amphibians ලට. Book lungs, spiders, and scorpion. Skin, amphibians. Skin එක තියෙන කාටද? Amphibians ලට. So the answer should be fourth answer. Okay, fourth answer. Now, we have discussed 22 questions. Please go through those 22 questions, and if you have doubts, please ask quickly. Right, no doubts. Next one, 23, that is from immunity part. Select the incorrect response in regard with an allergy. Allergy condition එකක් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? මේක immunity වල ඉගෙන ගන්න එකක් unit 5 වල. හරිද? Allergy එකක් කියන්නේ now here they have given the most first one, antigens that induce hypersensitive reaction in some individuals are called allergens. Right? Hypersensitive reactions in individuals. Allergens වල definition එක අපිට resource එකේ දීලා තියෙන්නේ මෙන්න මෙහෙමයි. Antigens that induce hypersensitive reaction in some person are called allergens. Right? Antigens that induce hypersensitive reactions in some individuals are called allergens. So this statement is correct. Then mast cells, they are stimulated against allergen and secrete histamine and other inflammatory chemicals. That is also correct. Smooth muscles contraction that carry air into lungs in allosteric reaction cause difficulty in breathing. Right? smooth muscle contraction in the airways of the lung that can result in breathing difficulties, right? Some of the allergens are pollen, dust, some food and antibiotics such as penicillium. That is correct. When an allergen is entered to the body, cytotoxic T cells and antibiotics are produced against it. Right? Cytotoxic T cells, not cytotoxic. Antibodies. Antibodies හැදෙනවා. So here the answer should be fifth answer. Then select the correct statement regarding human vertebrae. What are the types of vertebrae in the vertebral column? Right? How many bones in the body? Body के bones කීයද? එවන්න බලන්න. ඉක්මනට type කරලා. No, not 276. අපිට ඔක කලිනුත් හම්බෙලා තියෙනවා. What are the bones of the vertebral column? Azima? Paper number 1 or 2 වල අපි ඔය ගැන කතා කරා. There are 206 bones in the body, right? In the skeletal system, human skeletal system. So now if we take our vertebral column, there are 4 regions: cervical vertebrae, thoracic, lumbar, and sacral region, right? Then we vertebrae වලින් තමයි මේ question එක දීලා තියෙන්නේ. Look at the first one. Thoracic vertebrae have facets to articulate with ribs are present only in the vertebral body. With ribs are present only in the vertebral body. No, that is incorrect. Have facets to articulate with the ribs are present only in the vertebral body. No, it's incorrect. Next one, cervical vertebrae. Transverse process have a foramen to provide spaces for the vertebral foramen. Yes, that vertebral arteries. That is correct. Lumbar vertebrae, it is the typical vertebrae. Typical vertebrae කියලා අපි ගන්න මොකද්ද? lumbar vertebrae. හරිද? මේ පාර essay එකේ skeletal system එකකින් essay එකක් එන්නත් පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් structured එකේ අහන්නත් පුළුවන්. මොකද මෙතුවක් කල් අහලා නැහැ. ඒක typical vertebrae එක explain කරන්න නැත්නම් vertebral column එක ගැන කියන්න වගේ එහෙම එන්න පුළුවන්. curvatures එහෙම ගැන තේරුම් ගන්න එහෙම එන්න පුළුවන්. හරිද? Then thoracic vertebrae have facets to articulate with ribs are present only in the vertebral body, not only in the vertebral body. Vertebral body එකේ විතරක් නෙමෙයි. හරිද? එයාගේ vertebral body එකේ විතරක් නෙමෙයි facets තියෙන්නේ. එයාගේ vertebral arc එකෙත් තියෙනවා. Right? ඔය superior article මොනවාද? Transverse process එකෙත් ඔය facets තියෙනවා. ඒකයි ඒක අපිට ගන්න බැරි. Then lumbar vertebrae, the vertebral body is large and spinous process is small. No. Lumbar vertebrae, it has a relatively large spinal process. ඇයි? Lower back එකේ muscles ඔක්කොන්ටම attachment එක දෙන්න ඕනේ හින්දා. Right? So for attachment of muscles of the lower back, the lumbar vertebrae have relatively large spinal processes. දැන් මේවා කියවද්දි ගෙදරදී වෙලාව ගියට කමක් නැහැ. මතක නැත්තම් ඒ තියරි පාර්ට් එක ආපහු පොඩ්ඩක් කියවන්න ඉක්මනට. හරිද? මේ එක තමයි අපි පේපර් එකක් කරන එකෙන් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. නැත්තම් පේපර් එක කරලා දැම්මම වැහුවා එච්චරයි නෙමෙයි. මේක දැන් අපි රිවිව් මේ විවරණය කරනවානේ. දැන් අපි එක එක මම කියලා දෙනවානේ. ඒවා ලියා ගන්න. හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ ගෙදරදී ආපහු ඒ තියරි පාර්ට්ස් ආයි පොඩ්ඩක් පාරක් බලන්න. good. ඕකම අපි දැන් ආයි තව papers 5ක් ඉස්සරහට කරනවා. ආයි paper 5කදී එකම එක ආයි repeat වෙනවා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? ඒ theory parts ඔයගලන්ට හොඳට මතකෙ හිටිනවා. Axis vertebrae. Odontoid process help the skull and atlas vertebrae to move the head up and down. Oh, odontoid process එකේ තමයි මේ axis එකේ තියෙන odontoid process එක atlas vertebrae එකත් එක්ක හදනවා, right? joint එකක් හදනවා. හැබැයි head එක up and down movement එකක් නෙවෙයි තියෙන්නේ නේද? It turn on side to side. පැත්තෙන් පැත්තට හරවන්න. පැත්තෙන් පැත්ත ඒ කියන්නේ හරවන්න. උඩ පහළ හරවන්න නෙමෙයි. Sacrum is a triangular shape and anterior region is convex. Yes, it is a triangular shape bone. But the anterior region, it is not convex, it is concave. Anterior region is concave. So the answer should be second answer. Question number 25. Which of the following is not a change in the fetus during second trimester? You know, there are 3 trimesters. First, second and third. The second trimester එකේ මොනවද මේ fetal changes? හරිද? ඔක්කොම organ systems completely developed වෙලා තියෙන්නේ දැන්. Second trimester එනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? Development of organ systems completely. Then right. So here during the second trimester, right, all the organ systems are completely developed, and fetus is very active. So the mother can feel the fetal movements and the length, right? Fetus, it grows to about 30 centimeters in length. හරිද? එයාගේ ඔක්කොම body systems ටික හැදෙනවා සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම. එයා සෙන්ටිමීටර් 30ක් විතර දික් වෙනවා. එයා හරිම active. heart beat එක දැනෙනවා අම්මට. ඊට පස්සේ මොකද වෙන්නේ? එයාගේ movements අර එයාගේ එක එක movements අම්මට දැනෙනවා. right? ඕව තමයි second trimester එකේදී වෙන්නේ. right. Now look at the question. Which of the following is not a change in the fetus during the second trimester? Complete development of organ system, correct. Mother feels the movement of the fetus, correct. The length of the fetus is about 5 to 7 centimeters. No, it is 30 centimeters. Centimeter 30. Initiation of heart rate, yes. Rapid development of the fetus, correct. Question number 26, there is a printing mistake. So, all marks, right? All do like. 27, chromosome mutation, that is from molecular biology. You know, there are 2 types of mutations, gene mutations and chromosome mutation. Now here, alteration of 1 amino acid in a polypeptide. Amino acids තියෙන මොනවද? proteins වල. දැන් මෙතන තියෙන්නේ මොනවද? chromosome, nucleic acids ගැන කතා කරන්නේ. So we can't take first one. Addition of 1 or more nucleotide pair. It's a gene mutation. Right? It's a gene mutation. Then removal of 1 or more nucleotide pairs. Again, gene mutation. Loss of part of chromosome. Yes, it is a chromosomal mutation. Chromosome එකේ part එකක් නැහැ. එන එක mutation එකක්. Chromosome mutation එකක්. Change in the structure of polypeptide chain. Polypeptide chains මොනවද තියෙන්නේ? proteins වල. Not in chromosomes. Right? So the answer should be 4th answer. Then question number 28. An enzyme identifies the wrong addition of nucleotides in DNA sequence. Right? ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? මොනවා කරනවද? proofreading කරනවා. කවුද proofreading කරන එක කෙනා? DNA replication වලදී proofreading කරන එක කවුද කරන්නේ? දැන් මෙතනදී enzymes ගොඩාක්. Right? Several enzymes involved in this process. Right? Can you remember? Name some enzymes that involved in this DNA replication process. Now, if we take topoisomerase, right? Topoisomerase is one enzyme that involved in DNA replication. It relaxes the tightly bound DNA. Then DNA helicase unwind or unzipping the double helix. Then DNA polymerase, extension of new DNA strand. Primase, priming of DNA synthesizes by a RNA primer. DNA polymerase 1, removal of RNA fragment, replacing DNA with DNA, right? Lipase, right? Sorry, ligase, it seals the gap between the adjacent nucleotide. Topoisomerase, DNA ligase, DNA helicase, right? ඔන්න ඔය කට්ටිය involved වෙනවා. So the answer is, right? Here the answer should be fourth answer. DNA polymerase carry out proofreading activity. Next one, 29, occurrence of Down syndrome. Down syndrome, right? It is also known as trisomy 21. 21 කියන්නේ 21 වෙනි chromosome pair එකේ තමයි මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ ඇති වෙන්නේ. Trisomy extra copy එකක් තියෙනවා. Trisomy කියලායි කියන්නේ. Answer number 5. Question number 30, correct statement regarding translational process of protein synthesis. mRNA moves until the start codon aligns with the P site of the large subunit. Yes, that is correct. In elongation stage, right, amino acids are added to the amino terminal, not to the amino terminal, to the C terminus. Then 3, energy is not needed to the elongation process. For the elongation process, they use GTP as the energy source. Then codon UGC stop the translation. No, it's not a stop codons. There are 3 stop codons. UAG, UAG, UAA, UA, UGA, UGA, UA, UA, UAG, UGA. කියලා තමයි මතක තියාගන්න තියෙන්නේ. හරිද? Then last one, rate of translation is decreased by polysome or polyribosome. No. Presence of or formation of polyribosomes or polysome increase the rate of translation. So the answer should be first answer. For the 30th question, answer should be first answer. One of the application of DNA sequencing, metagenomics. What is metagenomics? It is a science in which DNA present in an environment is extracted as community DNA and studying the sample as a whole. So the same sentence is given in the second answer, right? Second answer. For the 31st question, the answer should be second answer. 32. A biome shows the following characteristic. Annual rainfall 300 to 500 millimeters. Seeds germinate only after a hot fire. Dwarf forest and shrubs will be scattered herbaceous vegetation. කොහෙද මේවා තියෙන්නේ? චප්‍රාල් කියන biome එක තමයි ඔන්න ඔය features පෙන්නන්නේ. So the answer should be third answer. Which of the following is not a threat to biodiversity? Biodiversity එකට threat කරන දේවල් අපි පහක් ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. Habitat loss or fragmentation, overexploitation, pollution, introduction of invasive alien species, and climate change. Right? So the answer should be second answer. Desertification එක අපි මෙතන කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. 34. Which of the following statement about the species extinct is incorrect? Extinction is the removal of the last member of the species from the earth. Yes, that is given in the resource book. That same sentence. Then, natural extinction is a part of the evolutionary process. So, ස්වාභාවිකවම ඒගොල්ලෝ වඳ වෙලා යනවා. ඒක natural extinction, it is a part of the evolutionary process. Crowdia selenica is an extinct legume plant. It's not a plant, it's a taxon. So that answer is incorrect. Taxon. It is estimated to about 10 to 15% of the species may become extinct in the next 30 years. Yes, that is also given in the resource book. With the growth of human population, rate of extinction is increased. That is also correct. So the answer should be 3, third answer. Question number 35. Which of the following is an example of environmental service value of biodiversity? Okay, තියෙනවානේ scientific values or recreational values ඔහොම කියලා. Biodiversity වලින් තියෙන environmental services values. Carbon dioxide fixation through photosynthesis. Maintaining of essential nutrition cycles, maintaining water cycle, recharging groundwater, soil formation and protection from erosion, regulate climate, water purification and pollination. Those are the environmental service values of biodiversity. So the answer should be fifth answer. The fifth answer, they have given regulating climate by recycling atmospheric moisture. 36, ex situ conservation. Now, conservation two types, ex situ and in situ. Ex situ means the species is taken out from its natural habitat. දැන් හිතන්න අලිය පැටියෙක් කියලා ඌව කැලෙන් ගේනවා. එහෙනම් මොකද කරලා තියෙන්නේ? යා වැඩෙන පරිසරයෙන් යාව අරගත්තා. අරගෙන සූ එකට දානවා. Right? And looked after in place where its survival and reproduction are ensured. Example, zoological garden or zoo. Saha botanical garden. Peradeniya එහෙම තියෙන Peradeniya botanical gardens. So the example here, the answer is third answer, Peradeniya botanical garden. Which one of the following does not occur due to global warming and changes in climate? Sea level rising. මොකද වෙන්නේ global warming කියන්නේ carbon dioxide පිරෙනවා. එතකොට global temperature එක වැඩි වෙනවා. වැඩි වෙනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? ice කඳු දිය වෙනවා. ice කඳු දිය වුණාම ඒවැය තියෙන වතුරත් මුහුදට එකතු වෙනවා. එතකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? sea level එක මුහුදු මට්ටම උඩ යනවා. Less production of food years. Then degradation of coral reefs. ඕනේ. ඉරේලිය වුණාට වඩා වැඩිනම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? අරව destroy වෙනවා. coral පාර. Loss of biodiversity years. Reduce the carbon sequestration capacity in plants and soil. That is happened due to desertification. So the answer is third answer. Okay? හරිද? Any doubts? ප්‍රශ්න මොකුත් තියෙනවද? Then 38th one. An acceptable statement regarding the soil microorganism and the rhizosphere. Right? So, rhizosphere, you know, it is the most biodiverse and dynamic habitat on Earth. Right? Fungi are the most numerous organisms in rhizosphere. No, bacteria are the most numerous. Rhizosphere එකේ ඉන්නේ කවුද? Bacteria. ඒවා underline කරගන්න. Root exudates act as chemical signals for bacteria to move towards the root surface. Yes, that is correct. So that should be the answer. Consider as the most biodiverse and static zone. Not static, it is dynamic zone. Rhizosphere is most biodiverse and dynamic. Rhizosphere extends few centimeters inside. Not few centimeters, it should be few millimeters. පේනවා නේද කොච්චර මේ MCQ එකක් අමාරුයි කියන්නේ ඔය තියෙන පොඩි වචන හින්දා. Right? Pathogenic microorganisms aren't associated with rhizosphere නෑ. Pathogenic microorganisms, symbiotic fungi, they also associated with the rhizosphere. Answer number 2. Question number 39. The diseases that are transmitted to the human through both food and water, they came typhoid, cholera, then dysentery, from water as well as from food. So the answer is third answer. Question number 40. Correct statement regarding the virus. Viruses, you know, they are not either prokaryotes or eukaryotes because they don't have any cellular organization. Cellular organization එකක් ඇත්තේ නැහැ. Right? ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ metabolic activity එක විදිහට multiply වෙනවා. Only when they are inside the host cell. Once they are outside, they don't show any cellular organization or any metabolic activity. Then these microorganisms, they are electron microscopic. Electron microscope එකකට දාලා තමයි microorganisms ලව බලන්න ඕනි. viruses ලව බලන්න ඕනි. Sorry. Contain DNA and RNA as genetic material. දෙකම තියෙන්නේ contain either DNA or RNA. Metabolic activities are done within the living host cell. Yes, that is correct. Contain additional RNA and enzyme for protein synthesis? නෑ. හරිද? host කෙනෙක් ගාවට ගියාම host එකේ තියෙන ටික එයා අයිති කරගෙන එයා වැඩේ කරගන්නවා. So the answer should be fourth answer. Right. Now, statement questions. 41. The true statement or statements about the compounds contained in the organism is or are. Right? Part A. Some storage polysaccharides are formed by the polymerization of monosaccharides belong to the aldoses group. And based on the carbonyl group, you know, we can divide monosaccharides as aldoses and ketoses. Now, glucose, it's a aldose, right? එහෙනම් glucose මොකද වෙන්නේ? polymerize වෙලා මොනවද හදන්නේ? amylose හදනවා. amylopectin හදනවා. Right? So the first one, A, it is correct. Respiratory pigment of all vertebrates. What's that? Myoglobin. It's a protein that have a quaternary structure. Yes, that is correct. Quaternary, is it quaternary or tertiary? Now, if we take proteins, there are 4 levels of structure. Primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary. Now, the respiratory pigment that present in all vertebrate is myoglobin. These myoglobin, they don't have quaternary structure. Sorry, they have tertiary structure. So B is incorrect. B is incorrect. Right? B is incorrect. Then, in the marking scheme also, we have to make that. It's incorrect. So the answer should be A, C, D. Answer number 2. Triglyceride may have double bond. Yes, carbon-oxygen double bond is there. So C is correct. D, oxygen-hydrogen atoms contribute to the formation of hydrogen bonds in the secondary structure of protein. Yes, that is correct. The spider silk fibers are formed by twisting and bending. Bending happens in the tertiary structure. But spider silk fiber is an example for a secondary structure of protein. Right? So that is incorrect. Only A, C, D correct. So the answer should be second answer. But in the marking scheme, we gave marks for the 5th answer. So you will get marks for this one. The answer should be second answer. Which can be accepted above the evolution of biodiversity. Now, first eukaryotic fossil or the organism is above 3.5 billion years old. No, it is 1.8. Eukaryotic, so it is incorrect. Sponges evolved 670 million years ago. No, 700 million years ago. Fossils of the first photosynthetic organism is 2.7 billion years ago. Correct. The fossils of the oldest protist are about 1.2 billion years old. Correct. The first 4-legged organisms evolved 265 million years ago. No, that is 365 million years ago. So the answer should be 4th answer, only C and D correct. Question number 43. Correct comparison or comparisons regarding specific character of and the phylum. Flame bulbs, yes, they are found in the platyhelminthes, correct. Then metameric segmentation, nematodes, no, found in annelids, that is incorrect. Jointed appendages in arthropods, correct. Tube feed in echinodermates, correct. Cilia in chordates, no. So the answer should be A, C, D, second answer. 44, no, yeah. Character distinguish a cartilaginous fish from a bony fish. Gills with operculum, placoid cells, heterocoelous tails, those are used to classify these or separate cartilaginous and bony fish from each other. The answer is second answer. Then question number 45. Which of the following is or are role of the kidney in homeostasis? Control of blood volume and pressure, yes, that is correct. Secretion of erythropoietin hormone, that is also correct. Detoxification of toxin in the body, no, that is done by the liver. Maintaining acid-basic balance, correct. Fat metabolism, no, takes place in the liver. So the answer A, B, D, right? A, B, D. A, B, D, correct. Answer should be first answer. Then, select the correct pair or pairs for the respiratory pigments found in the animal kingdom. Hemoerythrin found in annelids, correct. Chlorochlorine, most mollusks, incorrect. Hemoerythrin, arthropods and mollusks, correct. Then hemoglobin, human and annelida, correct. Myoglobin, echinodermate and marine vertebrates, incorrect. Answer number 2. Considers as an external structure of male reproductive system. Penis and scrotum, they are the external reproductive structure of male system. So the answer is C and D, fourth answer. 48. Can be used as carriers for DNA cloning. Bacteriophage, yak, bacteria plasmida. A, B, D. Right? 1 mark. Amino acids cannot, which is or are, cannot be produced during spoilage of amino acid. Right? During fermentation, carbon dioxide is produced. Then amino acids, amines, they are made up during, now if we take spoilage of food, there are 3 changes, 3 chemical changes: putrefaction, fermentation and rancidity. In putrefaction, proteins are converted into amino acids, amines, ammonia and H2S by the proteolytic enzyme secreted by a proteolytic microorganism. In fermentation, simple carbohydrate converts into carbohydrate food acid, alcohol and gases by saccharolytic microorganisms. And rancidity, right, the conversion of lipids into fatty acids and glycerol by the lipolytic microorganism. So the answer is 5th answer. Yeah. Then for 50, last question. Relative relationship between antibiotics used to control microbial diseases and their activities depicted by, right? Penicillin මොකටද ගන්නෙ? Inhibition of cell wall synthesis, correct. Daptomycin break down the plasma membrane, correct. Tetracycline inhibition of RNA synthesis, incorrect. Rifampin inhibits the permeability of cell membrane, that is incorrect. Erythromycin inhibition of protein synthesis, correct. So the answer is again 5th answer, A, B, E, correct. Harida, right. Now you can check how many marks you got out of 50. And we'll try to send your marked papers. We have already sent marked paper 1, right? We have sent it to your email accounts. If you didn't get your answer sheets, please let us know. And your marked 2nd paper and 3rd paper, we'll try to send it before Wednesday. And now for this month, only 1 paper is left, right? That is exam target paper 4. Please, all of you try to write down the answers for that, right? Only 40 days remaining for your exam. And the structured essay paper, right? Structured essay answers and essay answers will be sent to will be uploaded to the group. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can send a message and you can clear those doubts, right? And the other thing is, we have started a special course, right? That is for the Unit 5. Within 4 weeks, we are going to completely we are going to completely cover Unit 5. We have already discussed digestive system, and in that class, we'll cover all the theory parts, right? We are going to explain all the theory parts, and we'll discuss MCQs, structured essays, and model as well as past paper essay questions, right? If you need, you can join that class, because 38 marks of the A-level paper is from the Unit 5 knowledge, right? Unit 5, right? Okay, bye.